Welcome to my channel, Sunshine Shoulders. I'm Calvin. Thank you so much for stopping by today. Truly grateful. So many channels you could be watching. You're watching man. I believe we're reaching the end of an era of vlogging in the Philippines. As it pertains to foreign vloggers, let me put that out there. And that's the topic of Filipinas and dating. In my humble opinion, foreigners make the best videos on YouTube about dating in the Philippines. But in light of what's going on with some of the foreign channels in the Philippines, I think less and less foreigners are going to be making those type of videos. I've watched over the last 3 years as the Philippines in general and Filipinas in particular have gone viral. The interest, the views, the money, and the controversy is through the roof. There's no hotter topic right now on YouTube and some of the other social media platforms. And with that brings information overload. I just believe there's just too much information out here right now. And if no other vlogs come out about Filipinas and dating in the Philippines, it will be enough. There's so much information out there. Most of it is redundant. If not all of it is redundant. And some of it is borderline exploitation now. Don't get me wrong. Believe me, I've made my share of dating videos. Let's face it, I've profited from it. But this is just my views. This is just the way I see things in light of what's going on. As a foreigner, I just think that we're going to be targeted. Because what we say can easily be misinterpreted as taking advantage of women over here. Everybody knows that I've already been through my thing with the authorities here. I was interrogated by immigration. I was interrogated by NBI over some bogus allegations sent in by some ghosts, really. I think because I was a foreigner, that had a lot to do with it. Because my videos, my content is tame compared to what's on YouTube about Filipinas and dating. But the cat's out of the bag. So many new vloggers are logging in and they're taking advantage of that instant fame and fortune. Yeah, fortune that comes along with talking about Filipinas and dating. And most of these vloggers are Filipinas. Who better to give us the lowdown on Filipino women and dating than them? They seem to be doing a pretty good job with it, and they're not going to take any heat for it. No matter how cringy you may think their videos are, no matter how creepy you may think their videos are, they're going to get a pass. But as a foreigner, we're held to a different standard. And in my humble opinion, foreigners make the best videos on dating in the Philippines. But there's going to be less and less foreigners who are going to want to address this subject based on what's been going on here lately with Mr. Pogi German, expat kings, and I'm in no way condoning the actions of these gentlemen. But I just think that we're going to start backing off from that, and you're going to get less and less content from us and more of that same tired interviews and dating advice and Filipinos splashing around in bikinis, and we're just going to beat a dead horse. Nothing new is being added to the conversation, and it's just going to be on a loop. If I never see another video like that, it's going to be enough. I'm not knocking anybody. I'm just telling you what I know and what I believe. That we're seeing the end of an era. Something that was so beautiful in the beginning. And we've taken it and we're going to beat it into the ground. Let me put this disclaimer out there before I go any further. These are my views alone. I've been coming to the Philippines for over 13 plus years. And if I haven't learned anything, I've learned this one thing. There's more to the Philippines than women. Much more. But we've become so infatuated with Filipinas and dating in the Philippines that it borders on insanity. It's madness. The interest, the views, the money, the controversy is through the roof. And if I never see another video of a Filipina being interviewed looking for a foreigner, or a Filipina in a bikini splashing around in a swimming pool or the ocean, that's going to be okay for me. So I'm taking my hat out of the ring. I'm no longer going to make those videos. I'm no longer going to be put under a microscope and scrutinized as exploiting women or human trafficking. So what you're going to start getting is less and less quality videos on dating in the Philippines and more crap. More and more of this cringy stuff that a lot of us have come to like. All these new vloggers that are coming on here, they're taking advantage of the hysteria surrounding the Philippines in general and Filipinas in particular. As far as I'm concerned, if you want to know about Filipinas and the Philippines, just get on a plane and come over here and find out all you need to know. Other than that, we're beating a dead horse. We've taken something so innocent and so beautiful and made a mockery out of it. I'm held to a different standard. What I say on my videos is being scrutinized and could easily be misinterpreted as taking advantage of women over here. So I'm going to step back, and I would suggest any foreign vlogger who has thrown his hat into that ring, who wants to talk about Filipinas and dating in the Philippines, I would suggest that you step back. And in a perfect world, in a year or so, it will only be Filipinas talking about Filipinas and dating. Because they seem to be doing a pretty good job at it. And by the way, they're not going to catch any heat for it. No matter how cringy you think their videos are, they're going to get a pass. So thank you so much for stopping by today. I wanted to make this video because it's on my heart. I don't like what those guys did. I don't condone it. But when you point the finger, you got four fingers pointing back at you. There's enough blame of exploitation to go around. If you don't believe me, just go on here, click some of these videos. You're going to see it. I believe we're reaching the end of an era. Something that was so innocent, something that was so beautiful, we beat it to death. And eventually it's just going to fade away. The interest is going to fade away in that. And people are going to be forced. We're going to be compelled to come to the Philippines for something totally different. And believe it or not, you're going to be better for it. So if you're in America, it's getting late. Before you let your head hit the pillow, I hope you find somebody to help. But if you don't want them late grocery runs, beer runs, weed runs, you're just getting off second shift, or you're on your lunch break. You see somebody out in the street, buy them something to eat, buy them something to drink, give them a few dollars. If you're in the Philippines, it's early. You have the whole rest of the day to find somebody to help. Tonight, we're going to have our 1,000 peso pandemic giveaway drawing that we do every Friday night during the pandemic to help Filipinos who are affected by the lockdowns. Because if I don't know anything else, I know this one thing for sure. We help other people. We help ourselves. Take care. Stay safe. Stay COVID free. I'll see you next time. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not bashing anybody. This is just how I see things. It's just a vision that I had, that we're reaching the end of a beautiful era. And I hope you enjoyed these last 3 years, because it's really been fun. It's been more than fun, but from here on out, it's going downhill, guys. It's going to get cheaper. It's going to get raunchier. And it's going to start turning people off. But it's going to start turning people on to what the Philippines is really about. Take care, everybody.